Scorpio, welcome to your powerful messages for February 2025 general reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. So guys, I am intending this reading to be anything you need to hear right now. I hope this delivery is powerful. I hope it affects you in the way that anything you need to hear right now that will give you inspiration, hope, guidance in regards to whatever's going on in your life at this time. I am going to try to stick this to being February 2025, whether this is something you went through, are currently going through, or soon will be. But honestly, I'm open to this being a timeless reading, so whenever you find this or however this unfolds for you will unfold in the right way. So this will impact any aspect of your life. Love and romance, career, finances, spiritual evolution, but whatever spirit would like to talk about shall be said. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to go right on in to see what the cards have to say, you can check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to what may be going on that you need more clarity on, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Scorpio. All right, let's go ahead and see Scorpio, what Spirit wants you to hear right now, what Spirit wants you to pay attention to, be aware of, whether this is something you're currently going through, went through, that you need better understanding of, or anything that's soon to come. Let's see the general messages that are coming forward that maybe will help me understand in what area of your life this is in. Okay, so we have Angel of Meditation with number 35. Okay, some of you could have very strong Virgo in your chart because I'm definitely feeling like Hermit energy here, but even if you don't, Spirit's really calling on you right now to go within. And when that happens, there's usually a lot going on outside of yourself, and it may feel overwhelming, it may feel stressful, it may feel like, what is going on here? Because someone's telling me this, but I'm experiencing something else. And Spirit's saying your biggest weapon right now to help decipher through that is your intuition, is your inner voice, because that is more powerful than what you're seeing right now, than what you're hearing right now. So again, this could be anything that's kind of dramatic, chaos, some fights, or people, I don't know, something's just not really making sense to you. And it's maybe someone's behavior, or maybe something has kind of shifted in a way that was completely unexpected for you. And I feel like Spirit wants you to really tap into your own intuitive gifts. Being a Scorpio, you definitely have them, or someone with strong Scorpio in their chart, and to kind of figure out on your own what this could mean, because I think with what's being shown to you right now is not the truth behind it. So Spirit definitely wants you to kind of connect to that inner voice that you guys have to kind of decipher what's going on here. And you need to trust your inner voice a lot more. Like, I definitely understand when we want to like seek out tarot readers or Reiki people or psychics or therapists, whoever, right, to give us an understanding. But Spirit's saying like, you have the answer already within if you're willing to look for it inside yourself. And even if it has to do with someone's behavior, I think you, by sitting with it long enough, you'll see images, you'll hear words, you will, I don't know, understand more so about what's going on between the two of you than what you may be getting from, you know, other information. And that's not to say you have to completely disclose it, but give yourself more of a credibility of what you're kind of feeling out. Tell me more about this energy. I'm curious. Maybe of specifically what this could be impacting the most here. In what area of your life? I'm feeling like a lot of you guys just need a chill rest day. I don't know, like a way to get away from the world, a way to call yourself in, like from work, just one day where you can just be in your pajamas, you can chill, and you can connect with yourself in a very comfortable setting in your own home where it's all dedicated to you, because Spirit's trying to tell you something here. But tell me more about this energy for Scorpio. Celebration. Huh. This is nice to see, kind of. Because what's kind of telling me is that if things appear chaotic right now, if things don't make sense right now, I think there's something that's in the works here to come out of this that will be in your favor. That is something that will be proven to you, you know, despite the worry, despite the upsets, despite the uncertainty. It is something you're going to celebrate as an outcome of the situation. The letter C is really sticking out to me, as in Chris or, you know, Celeste. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone here. But yeah, I definitely feel it could also be Spirit's way of saying, like, we're happy you're finally trusting yourself, and by, you know, if you take the time to meditate, to connect with your higher self and act in accordance to what you felt you gathered from that own introspection, and if you like kind of make that right choice to move forward with what you've kind of come up with during this meditation or this self-reflection, it will be leading you to the best possible outcome. But others of you, yeah, I think it may just seem a lot going on, or again, someone may not be fully ready to tell you everything behind how they feel, everything behind what they're planning right now. But I don't think, you know, in the most positive way with this celebration card, it's going to be something that you're disappointed or hurt by. I do feel like in the end, it's going to make sense and you're going to go, aha, yeah, that's why I had to have this patience. That's why I had to, especially if like the, okay, so let's just say you're going through a stressful situation. You call your friend and they're like kind of making you anxious and almost making the situation worse. Like, oh no, yeah, that's not good. It could be, and you're kind of picking up on that, and Spirit's like, okay, take a step back. What do you know to be true? What do you feel about this energy? Because, you know, someone else's interpretation cannot be what's actually going on here. And I think as you guys step away from the noise, step away from the drama, step away from the fear energy that I think is or has been surrounding you sometime, I think you're going to get back to your voice inside that says, you know, everything's going to be okay. Even if there is a challenge, there's nothing I can't get through. And I'll make sure I do turn out to be the victorious in the end. And I think that's big right now with whatever's happening. But let's pull some tarot cards to get a bit more specific, maybe about the situation or what you need to know from the situation. So we have the 8 of air. Yeah, no kidding. Gemini energy. I feel like Gemini moon energy here for some of you guys, but doesn't have to be for everyone. But it says an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So definitely the thoughts that maybe are consuming you, that, you know, we get to that place where like, what if this and what if that? But it's just hypotheticals for what we don't know right now. So we try to kind of make up certain situations to kind of give reason maybe to why we don't know something. But again, I definitely feel you have like the wrong people trying to give you advice here. I definitely feel that in a way. And maybe it's not like there's no bad intentions behind it, but it could be that you guys are at a frequency difference. And so like how your higher self wants to handle this and manage this, I don't know, I feel like other people are just kind of trying to make you like extra cautious, extra nervous, in a way that maybe they think is helping you, but it's really not. Now, some of you, again, it could be the flip of the coin of someone wanting you to feel this way because, again, if you don't expand, maybe you're easier to have as, you know, someone that they can rely on, they can trust. A little bit of codependency I'm feeling here. And, you know, I feel almost as if like with a situation or with most things, there's a person around you, you know, the type where they call you, you say, hi, what's going on? How's your life been? And then they unload all the crap that, you know, is just negative and just, you know, they want to get off their plate, and then it's time to go. Like, they didn't give you, you know, the platform or the stage to kind of talk about how you feel, how your day's been going. They just kind of want to unload on you. And some of you guys, it's like, then they end, oh, I'm so happy that you're here for me. Like, thank you so much. But it's like, it's not a two-way street with this person or with this situation. And that's where you kind of feel stuck maybe. And again, like, if you did tell them they have a very negative perspective on things or a very pessimistic perspective on things, that's not realistic. I want to point that out here. So it's making you feel like you're trapped in a situation. It's making you feel like you can't do anything, or that you have to be nervous, or you have to be scared, and you have to be looking over your shoulder. It's just not, it's not what you need to hear right now. It's not helpful. And I think your higher self has way better information and advice than maybe what you're hearing right now. Okay, then we have strength. Beautiful Leo energy. I love that. And it says, get great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion, with Archangel Ariel here. So, wow. Okay, for some of you guys, I wonder if there's something you worried about that you did recently. And this could be in a job thing, a relationship thing. And, you know, there's a lot that you wish you did differently or that you could have done. But I think Spirit's saying that's not what's important right now, is with the what ifs. It's what you can do right now moving forward. I feel, Scorpio, that there needs to be some self-compassion here for yourself. If you felt like you made a mistake, or that you didn't make the right choice, or if you messed something up. I you know, when something like that happens, yeah, we could have had better information, but I think too, like, some things are just not meant to work out, and that's, you know, although it's not what we want, you're still going to be okay at the end of the day. You're still going to find out another situation. You're going to find out a solution. And I think Spirit's calling on you to regain that strength of your fight in your heart again, for yourself, or maybe for pursuing something here that you feel didn't work out great the first time. But that doesn't mean, you know, the path of where you're going is going to be blocked forever. Maybe there's just a different path to go about it. And so I feel Spirit wants to, you know, champion you right now, Scorpio, or your higher self wants to come forward as a champion for you, being like, you know what? Knock me down once. That's okay. I'll get back up every single time. And that's the strength to move forward here. And it feels something that you want to fight for. It feels something that you want to pursue, make right. And you have a brave heart, Scorpio. You know, I think a lot of people, especially nowadays, it's hard to take accountability, or it's easy to be a victim, and it's easy to kind of do nothing from it and stay in this Eight of Swords type of energy. But that's not you. That's not you at all at the core of it. And so I think you're rebuilding yourself. You're getting the courage back. You're getting the spark back. And through its self-reflection, through listening to yourself, through giving yourself self-compassion, that you're making out of this type of hole that either someone's trying to bring you down in, or that you were in for a little bit. You don't need to be in it anymore, Scorpio. Tell me more. Then we have the moon. Okay. So Pisces energy, Cancer energy here with Archangel Haniel. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So this is where it's like, okay, you get the strength, you get the confidence, then you set out to take the path, and you're a little nervous taking that first step, or you're a little nervous of reaching out first, or just like, you know, putting your own boundaries in, or setting some goal. But what you've downloaded and what you've accumulated psychically through meditation, through your own gifts, through your own intuition, is what's going to lead you to victory and celebration, period, Scorpio. So, you know, again, it's like when you're about to either go after something again that didn't work the first time, or go after like the intent behind it. So let's just say love and romance. First time was a great match for me. You don't have to go back to that person, but maybe you're still setting yourself out for love. And by putting yourself out there, by like, you know, hanging out with friends and seeing if there's someone you connect with, like that's the step of the same direction, but just in a different course, right? So it's scary. Okay, I'll put myself out there again, but what if I get hurt? What if this repeats itself? Again, the same type of 8 of air thoughts could be coming up for a lot of you. But Spirit says, you know, you've accumulated enough to discern better. You've accumulated enough to learn from those past situations. You are more of a badass than you realize, Scorpio, and you need to kind of move forward with that confidence and strength. Because really, I think more people are intimidated by you than, in a way that's, you know, different. Like, I don't think you're someone that is like scary, but I think you have such a powerful presence and aura that people get like, take a step back for a second, and maybe they're just not ready to connect with you at that level of energy, at that level of frequency, but it has like nothing to means that you're doing anything wrong. I think it's just the frequency and compatibility some of you need to be aware of. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Fire. So 1 and 11 here. Your birthday could be November 1st, November 11th, October 31st, or October 21st. But it says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So yeah, I think in the background of what's to come from this is, you know, your spark back, your excitement back, your pursuing of this when you detach yourself from the fears or from the noise from other people and listen to yourself and use that as a compass to kind of navigate how you're going to move forward next, what the next plan is, how you're going to execute this. You really have like very strong higher self energy, wisdom that is like prevailing your fears or wants to prevail your fears, or anyone that tries to instill that fear in you. It will lead to something amazing. That's why we have the Ace of Wands in celebration here. A new opportunity to get what you want, a new start that is so much better off than what you started off with the last time of that disappointment. So Spirit wants to reiterate that for you, Scorpio. Maybe a new career path, maybe a big change in your life that comes through, an exciting opportunity. That is meant to happen for you should you listen to yourself more than the BS that could come from the ego or that could come from others. Spirit wants me to be straight up with you, Scorpio. I apologize if the delivery is a little bit rough, but I think that's how, like, I don't know, your higher self is trying to kind of get you to be motivated almost, is what I'm channeling. Tell me some more advice we can give my Scorpions about whatever this is that they're going through. Focus on service. Okay. So yeah, I think maybe for some of you guys, there's just a part of what you want to pursue or what you feel is better for you that is an equal pay of like giving and receiving. That maybe with the 8 of Swords of whatever that was, like I was explaining, that friend, or maybe a romance, or maybe a job situation where it put too much on you and didn't appreciate you. It didn't honor you. It didn't respect you in some way. But what this says is, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all that you do. And when you are in the right like relationship or in the right career and you see that equal give or take, like that's where you flourish. That's where you feel comfortable, and that's where you want to put your all in, because you know it's going to be something that will, you know, repay you in that sense, whether that's compensation, whether that's a sense of appreciation, validation, like, and it's not that you need that, but let's be real, we're human beings. If we're just doing something that we put our heart, sweat, and tears in and we just get zero, like, you know, zero appreciation, zero confirmation, it doesn't inspire us anymore. So I think, again, like you guys are coming into this, or your higher self is really trying to emphasize the importance of a two-way street of, you know, people giving and receiving, a situation giving and receiving. And when you're giving too much of yourself, when to call it quits. I wonder if someone could have like strong Libra influence almost in their chart, because I'm just feeling a little bit of people pleasing here that maybe some of you guys have kind of come to adapt, come to use as a survival technique, or thought that that was a good way to keep people in your life, but it's taken something from you, Scorpio, that needs to be returned. Definitely. Tell me more about this message for my Scorpions. Tell me more of what Scorpio needs to hear right now, Spirit. Ooh, okay. So, new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. Wonder if some of you have an Aries moon or strong Aries influence in your chart. Does not have to be. Maybe some of you are, this involves an Aries in some sense. But I definitely feel as if, you know, Scorpio, it is time to take that action to whether you need to pursue something more, whether you need to speak up for yourself more, whether you need to cut something out of your life. But it is time to take action, and taking that action, even if it's scary to take that first step, again, will lead you to something you can celebrate, to something that is going to work out in your favor, period. But how you know it won't work out is if you don't try and if you stay stuck in the same place. That's where that won't be, you know, something that you could celebrate or get rewarded by, because, you know, if you do the same thing over and over again expecting change, it's not going to work out. So do something different maybe. Use your meditation, use your intuition to figure out what that different may mean to you. And then give it a shot, and then learn what you can from the experience. I think for a lot of you, maybe the first shot will end well and you'll land on your feet exactly where you intended to be. And maybe you'll take 2 or 3 shots, but the most successful people never let failure stop them, never let rejection stop them. And I think that that's a message of your story, Scorpio, of this like kind of comeback that a lot of you are going through by revamping yourself up, regaining the confidence back, and just continuing to go for it until you have what's yours. I love it. It's a comeback type of energy, and it starts with, you know, revigorating yourself, with rehyping yourself, with connecting to your higher self, and staying away from the things that don't support you in that sense. I'm hearing go for it. So anyway, is there any final messages for Scorpio about this reading, about what they're going through, what they will be going through? Any last minute advice for my Scorpions? Okay, so we have forgiveness. Okay. I think this is more for yourself, but again, use it how it applies if that's not the case. But yeah, like I was saying, like some of you guys were harboring a lot of like, oh, if I only did that, or why did I do this? Like, how could I have done that? Like, again, that's not important anymore. I think you've already learned the lesson from it, and just to hold on to it, to keep yourself in a means of comfort by not trying something new is not what your soul wants you to do. But what it says is forgiveness is the first step towards letting go of hurt and emotional pain. It heals only you. So I think this is a time for someone here, whether it's a certain someone or whether it's something within you that you felt bad about or that you felt like embarrassed by if it didn't work out in that way, to finally give yourself that grace that we're all learning, we're all on our path, and it will all unfold with lessons and wins. And I think for a lot of you, forgiveness and, you know, going through that situation, or maybe letting someone have too much influence, or whatever this is for you, it's going to release you from that shackle of the 8 of Swords that keeps you stuck, that doesn't want, you know, to free you in that sense, whether, again, this is coming internally or externally. Forgiveness is the way to come out of it and not be attached to it. So in any way where you can forgive yourself or forgive someone in a situation, I think that will be the step to where you'll be ready to take that next action towards something that you want. I think it's a big part of it that Spirit wants you to focus on in the way that is best for you, of course. And I know that you'll get your fight back, and this will be a comeback to remember, Scorpio. I definitely see that here with whatever this is that pertains into whatever aspect of your life. I think you'll remember this era of being like, this is when I picked myself up again and made it happen. So thank you so much, Scorpio, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it's giving you the confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to whatever this you're going through in February or soon will go through, or wherever you hear this, whenever you hear this message. And I just want to quickly say that I have opened a Patreon for my exclusive tarot Mermaid Scales Tarot fans that really love my content, that want to connect more with me. I will be doing more live readings, plus all the extended readings I ever post will be available to you for a one-time fee every month that I hope you guys would really enjoy it. Check it out if you're a Big Mermaid Scales Tarot fan. I'll be leaving a link in the timestamp comment below as well as the description box of this video in case you're interested. If this is where we depart, Scorpio, I really hope that this resonated with you, and if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.